All right, welcome back from the break. You're still watching Africa's Finest Breakfast Show. It's Global Morning, and it's Global Television where we are at right now as we look at a very interesting talking point. We've reached the business end of the program. It's now time for us to focus to the next talking point, which has to do with the Edo PDP crisis. The implications for the party at the polls come September is what we're looking at already. One of the main talking points has to be the fact that the office of the Deputy Governor of the state, Philip Shaibu, on Tuesday denied that an impeachment notice was served on the Deputy Governor by the State House of Assembly. It denied the allegations made by the lawmakers that Shaibu was evading service, leading to the lawmakers' decision to publish the impeachment notice in a national daily. The State Assembly last Wednesday commenced the impeachment proceedings against Shaibu, accusing him of perjury and leaking the government secrets. The impeachment move is believed to be the latest development in the rift between Shaibu and his principal governor, talking about Godwin Obaseki. There has been an uneasy camp between the deputy governor and his principal since last year, when Shaibu declared his interest to join this year's Edo governorship race. Let's also let you know that the Assembly directed its clerk to serve Shaibu with the impeachment notice, saying he had 7 days to respond. However, the Assembly on Monday alleged that the Deputy Governor was evading service and therefore decided to serve him by substituted means through national publication. And that's where we are right now. And so we'll be joined via Zoom by another person, but Osula Osa Paul, who is the PDP Ward Chairman for Edo Local Government area in Edo State. We're hoping he was going to be connecting with us via Zoom so that we can get his take as regards what is playing out as regards the crisis in Edo State, and also on the national level, the People's Democratic Party, their chances in the coming elections in September. Let's go for a very quick break. When we return from the break, the discourse continues. Stay with us. right, welcome back from the break. You're watching Africa's finest breakfast show, Global Morning on Global Television, and it's now time for us to hit the discuss button as we look at the Edo PDP crisis, the implication for the party come September at the governorship polls that we'll be holding. All right, we've got a guest who is joining us. He is the PDP chairman for Radio Local Government Area. He's no other person but Sula Paul Osa, who will be helping us look at the crisis playing out in Edo State, the implication for the party in the state level and also on the national level. Osula, thank you for joining us this morning on Global Television.
Good morning. It's beautiful to be with you.
All right, let's look at the PDP and the so many crises it got itself involved in, from the primaries to this current day, where we know that the House of Assembly is also pushing for something which seems to put the party in a bad light. Can you just give us a rundown of what is truly happening to the People's Democratic Party in Edo State?
Thank you. Colleague at the studio, good morning to you all.
Yeah.
My name is Paul Osula. I'm the PDP chairman, Ward 1, Oredo. From the way we look at it, the PDP is a national party and is a party of leaders. It's a leadership party. So we really don't have much to say at the ward level. The greater part of the party, which is the national or the national working committee, take decisions on behalf of the party. From the days of primaries till now, the party has actually been in disarray. But the acting national chairman of the party is using the national working committee with the internal mechanism to unite the party. What is happening to PDP now is not strange. It can happen in any political party, whether you call it Labour, APC, SDP, or what have you, or even in the family sector, or you can say in the church, even in the church. The moment there is an election, some people must be aggrieved. Some will not be happy with the process of election. Some will say the process was fair, some say it's unfair. So however you look at it, the party has set up a reconciliation committee to look into the party affairs, the crisis rocking the PDP. So on that ground, till the National Working Committee, a panel for appeal comes out with their report, I don't think I'm in the right position to decide for the party or to make decision for the party.
All right, let's look at what's playing out in the party now. How do you think it's going to affect the party come September, when other parties will be gunning for the #1 seat of Edo State?
Okay. In that regard, definitely, as I've said, the party has been in disarray, and it means that there's no unity. The center cannot hold now. But looking at the candidate who emerged at the party primaries, hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Looking at the candidate who emerged at the party primary, Aswe Ighodalo, okay. He has on his own tried to unify the party. He has moved from one problematic area to another, trying to solve the issue that has rocked the party. Even before his emergence, this crisis has been there since the general election. And since he has emerged, he's doing his best to put everybody together. If we go to election with this division, the party cannot make it in the election. It's just like having you have a full team, a football team, and
okay.
your attackers are not performing well. They are not putting the ball at the right position. Probably they are hungry. Probably they are not happy with the coach. Probably they are not happy with the captain of the team. So you can see that this disunity amongst them cannot make the football match go well. So also it applies to political parties. When the mercenaries that are going to do the work, the field generals, like the world chairman, they are not happy. So there's no way you can go to the field fully and come back with better results. So they should try to put the party in order, let everybody be happy, let us reconcile whatever we have so that the party can do well in the general election come September.
All right, we cannot, but we cannot shy away from the fact that we know that the current governor, Godwin Obaseki, and his deputy are at loggerheads. Looking at this, how would this also, do you think the governor is not being considerate, knowing that the party's chances at stake, him not supporting his deputy, and his deputy also not in good terms with his principal?
Well, for that issue, as I've said,
yes,
at the beginning, that PDP is a leadership party, and it operates at the national level. We are at the grassroots. I'm not really in position to say that, but I can show you that no matter how it is, the tongue and the teeth, they live together. Sometimes they quarrel.
True.
And at the last, when time comes, they also settle themselves so that the mechanism can function well. So I know that whatever is happening between the governor and the deputy is a family issue, and I feel it can be resolved.
Okay,
with proper channels.
Okay, let's look at the possibility. Some people have said that there's a possibility the deputy might decide to defect to another party if at the end of the day this impeachment process that is being initiated against him works out. Do you think the PDP is going to suffer a lot if they lose someone with his caliber moving to another party?
That is not a question we should all be listening to or praying to happen or praying to be asked.
Okay.
If the deputy governor is from another senatorial district of the state and the governor is from another senatorial district, Edo State has 3 senatorial districts, and the deputy governor is the head of one of those districts, no matter what it is, if even the party does not need him to win,
okay,
but instead of you having 70% and you now have 55%, is still a minus to the party.
True.
So I think it will be better these things are put together. I wouldn't want the deputy governor to even decamp, but this matter can be settled or resolved amicably as a family problem.
All right, let's look at the National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party. Would you say at the national level they've done enough to bring peace, just like you have rightly pointed out that Ighodalo is doing all he can to bring peace amongst the PDP members in the state? On the national level, do you think the national chairman, the National Working Committee, they've done enough to ensure that there's peace across board?
As I said earlier, that's the reconciliation panel, which is the appeal panel, is still on.
Okay.
They will be meeting tomorrow with every candidate who have contested. I am aware that there is a meeting tomorrow, Thursday, in the National Working Committee will be meeting with them. So I don't want to dabble into the process of their reconciliation. I don't know what is going to be the outcome. And I think we should just wait for them. Let us hear what they will tell us before we can now decide on what to do.
All right, let's look at the other parties that will be in contention against the PDP for the #1 seat. We've got the Labour Party, the APC, and other parties. What do you think are the chances of these other parties against the PDP?
Like in Edo?
Yes.
Like in Edo, the #1 party is PDP.
Okay.
And we can say the Labour Party and the APC. And if we check the chances, Mr. Governor Obaseki has done well. And when you talk about infrastructural development in the state,
okay,
taking the state to another level to a third world development. He has tried in that area, check the civil service structure, check some the facilities that you have, check the human capacity development in civil service system. When you check all that compared to other states like Lagos, like Abuja, even Port Harcourt, you see that the civil service system is upgraded and putting government out of rent, stopping leakages from government coffers, and all that. You see that he has tried very well. And if you said I should grade the performance of the governor comparing to election, I think Mr. Governor has done 70%. And looking at the choice of candidate that is coming in, the barrister Aswea Ighodalo, who is the party who's going to be the party bearer, and I think him on his own has a pedigree, and none of the candidates can be compared to him. This issue is the issue of the masses, not really for the party. The party executive party members only have like 15% of the vote. The rest belong to the masses. People who don't attend meeting, who goes out on that day to vote, who read about candidates, check their resume, check their performance, and say, okay, this is my candidate, I'm going to vote for it. Doing that, I think PDP stand a better chance of winning in the urban area.
Okay, you're talking about the urban area. Let's look at the electorates at the ward level where you're the chairman of Oredo local government area. How would you describe the electorate in Oredo local government area, their mindset and who they'll be voting for? Would you say development has also come to Oredo local government area and other local governments in Edo State? And also looking at as regards Esan Central, how key are these factors for the upcoming elections?
When I talk up, I can only talk for my area, which is the urban area, the metropolitan sea of Benin.
Okay.
We'll talk about Oredo having 12 wards, and we have this very central area. We have the King Square, we have the urban market, we have the New Benin market, we have Saple Road district where we have ministries. Those are area of elite. We have the Garrick estate, we have Kewan Road. Kewan Road are more of civil servants. As Oredo is a metropolitan city, and most of them, they work with what is conversant with the third world. How has a governor gone with area of digitalized, making the state a digital state?
Okay.
The workers, the system, automatic system, working in favor of government and making government sector and the private sector work together so that we can have a better economy. I think all that is what the government is actually doing, bringing investors to the state, and these things, when they come, you read them, you listen to them on televisions. So I think with that, that's why I've said the urban city will vote amounts for the PDP, and I think the vote also lies on the urban cities, like Igbobaoha, Ego, and Oredo, which they are dense
populated.
Density population, and population is very high. Like Igbobaoha, last time they have, I think, 46,000 votes, and Oredo was having 14.
Okay, are you still there? All right. Okay. All right. Hello. Okay, I think we have to try to reconnect with Osula to get his view as regards things playing out. All right, we've been talking about the crisis in the PDP and what is the implications would be for the party in the upcoming elections in September, where they will be facing other candidates of other political parties as they look. All right, Osula, nice to have you rejoin us. Sula, can you hear me? Okay, yes, thank you for rejoining us. Let's continue our conversation. In terms of the INEC now, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
All right, let's look at, in terms of the umpire INEC, is the PDP satisfied with how far the role INEC has played, especially from the primaries up till this moment, and how confident are you that INEC will give a level playing ground for the PDP and other political parties come September?
Like INEC really, they don't have too much issue. Depends on the arrangement of every party or every state. When you organize yourself, INEC come and they do what is best. When you are in disarray, they come and do what is best in the area of that disagreement. Because when you, INEC is like, whatever you give to them, they give back to you. If they come to Edo State and they see that the people, the voters are willing to vote for the PDP, they cannot just change it. Because there's a procedure. When you want to even rig an election, you have to be popular. If you are not popular, to rig the election becomes a problem. It's like you go to a polling unit where one of the parties had 0, is not having any vote. Even the agent has refused to vote for the party, and the winning party, as the case may be, is having 200 votes to 0 votes in one unit. Then you just take that result from that unit and take it to a collating center and turn the 200 to 0 and give the other 200 to the other one, and the agent will be looking at you. The agent cannot be looking at, but if the agent is bought and the agent agrees, INEC is there. INEC will say, okay, the agent has already agreed. INEC will join whatever they see there. But if the agent is not willing to change the result, I don't think INEC will also join to change the result. Most of this problem comes from collating centers and how sharp are the agents that are there, or how desperate they are, or in the area, or it could be, and when you say desperate, it could be positive or negative. So that's when INEC actually comes in. There must be an election before INEC can rig the election. We don't want to discourage them. They are also human beings like us. There's no perfection in humanity. They have tried their best, but I think if it comes to an area when the governor is very popular and has worked very well, you can't turn that result.
All right, as we get to wrap up our discourse, let's look at the issues. Still, just to dwell as regards recently, the House of Assembly they publish in the newspapers that they have served the deputy notice of impeachment. Some people are scared that this might escalate and cause violence coming to the election proper. Are the people of Edo State also concerned about how this is panning out?
The issue of impeachment is new to us in Edo. Is an alien to the Edos, because Edo people are very gentle people, lively, full of life, and each time matters like this comes, we always look for internal mechanism to settle it. The process of impeachment, yes, it's no longer a rumor. That the deputy governor has been they've been trying to serve him an impeachment notice, and him himself is not even in town. As the last follow-up I had, he has not been served directly because he's not been in.
Okay.
I think we should leave that. I don't think if we get to that extent, the leaders of the state, community leaders, traditional rulers, as I've said, that impeachment is an alien. It has never happened in our state, and I don't think it's going to happen in this era. Let's see if we'll be able to work it out for the betterment of the state.
Okay, let's wrap it up now by asking you, we know that the indigenes of Edo, most of them travel out of the country. Let's look at the contributions and the concerns of those who have traveled out. I know you've got Oswayi, I think Obasui, who also got media link to you, or how has his response and other Edo indigenes' response been as regards the crisis in the state, and how impressed are they with how far the governor and the PDP has done thus far?
Like you rightly mentioned, the Edos in diaspora, they have soft spot for the state. They want a working state. They want, as I've said, that they want a development that looks like that takes us to the third world. And like Obasi, you mentioned, is a brother and a close friend of mine. He has been in the United States for close to 15 or 16 years. And I noticed recently he's been coming around and he's been very supportive of government because he can feel the presence of governance. So that's why he comes around every election. He sends money to support. He makes face cards. He makes some nice donation to government so that it can be continuity in government. If there's no security around, he cannot come around to leave the United States to come and dwell in Edo, and will be here for like 2, 3, 4 months before he goes back. And when his election, he comes around to also vote. I think because there's security and the system is working for his likeness, that's why he decides to come around, and the Edos in diaspora, they are supporting the government.
All right, I want to say a big thank you, Osula Polosa, the PDP chairman for Edo local government area. We want to say thank you very much for joining us on Africa's Finest Breakfast Show, Global Morning on Global Television. Thank you for all your words and concerns, and we wish the people of Oredo and the state the very best as they look forward to the September polls. Let the best man win. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. That's how we call it a wrap on the discourse this morning as we call it a wrap on the Global Morning Show. My name is Anthony Momodi. I want to say thank you to all the production crew and everyone who contributed one way or the other to make today's breakfast show a success. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning.
Welcome to Global Morning.
The death toll from flooding.
Most time our politicians just bring in policies too, for sure.
Incidentally, we have several more stories.
The legislature was carefully crafted to
22.2% inflation rate as of April this year. What does that say about where we are as a country?
I think Nigeria has resorted to being resilient.
Before you call a police station, before they even leave, they'll take permission from.
I don't think there's really anything on ground to improve.
The struggle, the ASIS strike.
You have done your work, you have put us to the wall. We are not the slaves. I'm not a small boy. You should have given me the report. I have not seen the report.